What do we want?
More jobs!
When do we want it?
Now!
Thousands of resident doctors in the North West walk out on a 6-day strike. The NHS says patients in need, though, will still get treatment. Resident doctors in the North West, previously known as junior doctors, started a 6-day strike this morning over pay and job opportunities. The NHS, though, has urged patients to come forward for treatment that they need. Our health correspondent Jill Dummigan's been speaking to some of the striking medics on a picket line in Manchester.
Well, this is the 15th strike in 3 years, but the doctors here are as determined as ever. With me is Dr. Majda Bulgaria. She's the BMA rep for Manchester. Why are you out here again today?
Well, we've been in talks with the government, but ultimately what they've produced wasn't good enough. Doesn't, make any significant progress in making moves in our pay. When you take inflation into account, it's another pay cut. And also, it doesn't make any specific guarantees that doctors who are working here, who are training here, will have a job to continue to specialise, to be the specialists that we desperately need in the NHS.
Should we talk about the pay? Because since these strikes began, you've had a 28.5% average pay rise. You're asking for another 26%. How do you justify that?
It's about making up lost ground, really. We're talking percentages, but ultimately the percentages make it sound larger than it is. We've seen a first-year doctor move from £14 an hour to £19 an hour, and what we're asking for is for those same doctors to be paid £23 an hour. £23 an hour to look after you and your loved ones all hours, days and night. That should be worth it.
Well, if we're talking about annual pay rather than per hour, a doctor in their first year with extra time working weekends will earn about £52,000. Is that not enough?
Well, as you said, it's working nights, weekends, long days, huge levels of responsibility that when you take it down to the hourly pay, it is £23, it is £19 an hour they're being paid, and we're asking for £23 an hour. An average working week of 48 hours to get that money annually. That's what it is.
The latest offer was about 4.9% on average. It wasn't put to your members. The committee decided to reject it. Why didn't you put it to your members?
We're elected to represent our members, and we speak to members every single day. The last time we put an offer to members that we knew they would reject, 83% of them that voted to reject it overwhelmingly. And they've already given us a vote so that we can take strike action if we deem that necessary. That's why we haven't put it to members. It's simply not good enough.
Do you worry that you're losing public support?
Well, I apologise to the public, ever since I've started working as a doctor, well before any strikes happen. I apologise for delays in their care, for problems they're getting as a result of the systematic dismantling of the NHS. They deserve better. You deserve better care. You need investment in staffing, and that's what we're asking for.
Okay, Dr. Bulgaria, thank you very much. So this strike continues until the morning of the 13th. As usual, the advice, don't go to A&E unless you really need to, but if you do need to, you will be looked after.